Hello, the topic of our first paper is about digital amnesia and personal dependency in smart devices. This is a challenge for AI. As a first author, my name is Amir Dirin from Hagahelia University of Applied Science, and Ariel Mackie and Jyrki Suomela from Laura University of Applied Science. Digitalization and AI has become a buzzword nowadays. We hear it and see quite often this word. It has been impacted to our life significantly. Through this digitalization, we have quick access to information. We are always connected, and many more positive impact to our life. This paper, however, discusses the downside of the digitalization and its impact to the children and adult from the dependency perspective, and about the impact to the memory that we encounter through this digitalization. So the paper is based on the literature review and the analyze of the existing evidence. So technology has always impacted human life, brought us some comfort and quite often also some peace in our life. But in last 20 years, the changes has happened so fast, and the impact was so excessive that we basically quite often drag to this style of life which we have, that, for example, we don't remember our loved one's number, or we don't know what to do next without checking our smartphone calendar. This type of dependency on a smart device has already resulted a lot of implication, behavior impact, psychological impact, sociological impact, and many more impact your life. So to tackle this digital amnesia, because it needs a significant amount of investigation to have a concrete definition of digital amnesia. It's from the physiological perspective, like, has there any changes to our brain since 20 years? We haven't come across with such a research. But in order to tackle whether does digitalization result in digital amnesia, we pursue to answer this question through three sub-questions. Does digitalization has resulted personal dependency? Does the digitalization make us secure or trustworthy to our surroundings? Or does the digitalization has make people social disconnect? So we want to answer this digital amnesia through answering whether there has been a behavior changes and the personality changes, and whether how this impact to our to individual life. So first of all, another things that we want to tackle in this paper is whether AI is going to relieve the current challenges which we have regarding the dependency and digital amnesia. The artificial intelligence, or AI, is by definition means that computer think and behave the way that human think. So as the AI is going to be the next hot topic in all industries, we want to raise this question: does AI relief or make it much easier for people from the dependency perspective. But historically, we have been dealing with PC for many, many decades now. Same as last decade, we have used and we have been introduced a tablet. But the dependency that human being had with these two devices was far less than the smart devices, which we are so keen to nowadays. So among all these digital devices, smartphone is the devices that we are so close to. Now, to the questions, does the digitalization has resulted personal dependency on to the external means, such as devices or virtual environment? The various literature and evidence demonstrate that people use smart devices as a stimuli for their passing time during the day. This external stimuli previously people we used to call as a drug. So the question to this, the answer to this question is yes. Or in our paper we have provided many literatures that demonstrate that not only people have dependency to smartphones, that also it has changed significantly people's behavior. So this behavior can be in various relation with peers, with loved ones, and also purchasing from the purchasing approaches. The second question was, does the digitalization has resulted a social disconnect? There are huge study on this fact that the new digitalization has impacted the social activity and social connectivity of the people. The study shows that people rather to have communication and socialize through Facebook than, for example, or any other digital means than, for example, face-to-face. Study demonstrate that it's this virtual environment have become a safe zone specifically for psychiatric disorder patient. So they may spend many hours on social network and being away from the community or having a face-to-face discussion. Another problem that digitalization caused the social disconnect, that this psychological impact and pressure that an individual feels, specifically this is among children, that social pressure to use digital devices and digital application. Then the third question, does the digitalization result digital amnesia? Actually, to the answer to the main question, literature reviewed demonstrate that during last 3 decades, a smartphone is the device that people have emotionally connected to that and have emotionally attached. So many researchers demonstrated that this dependency has resulted by social media applications on the phone, calendar, individual applications that, for example, banking and so on. Basically, this device has become a absolute personal assistant for the user. So as a result, any information that previously we used to kept in memory, short-term event, for example, or a schedule, now it's happened through the small device or a small assistant which is always with us. Furthermore, digital amnesia implicate also businesses. For example, in tourism industry, we are not anymore recalling or remembering of a visit to a place become is directly is in the phone. Basically, by seeing the image, we can recall the experience which we had in a trip or in a visit. As a result, furthermore, we argue in the paper that digitalization has brought us cultural and language communication challenges, specifically using abbreviation in our communication that has impacted significantly to the individual level. As a conclusion, dependency to mobile phones and associated application has been negatively impacted to our life. The current trend and research indicates that AI won't help this negative impact, but it will increase or dependency to the device, and digital amnesia, the impact of the digital amnesia from behavioral perspective and social disconnect will increase. Thank you very much.